Welcome. We know this year, the 2021 school year, is going to be different from any that we have had or encountered before. But we are excited to get our students back, and we have been working hard, and we know we're going to be ready together. This wouldn't have been possible without so many people being involved in the hard work and the preparation and the planning. Our staff, our community, and our parents certainly have all worked hard to make this day and this school year a great one. Some of the things that you're going to see this year that are going to look different would be the kindergarten is now going to come in an AM and PM fashion. And we did that to enable those young people to have a great first experience with school. They're going to have a smaller class size and be able to come in and really focus on making their first experience with school a great one. We were able to, through the community support and to be able to move some student body around and take full advantage of these new state-of-the-art buildings, we were able to keep our classes 1 through 5 will be here 5 days a week. And those students will be socially distanced and they'll be spread out in order to have 5 days of instruction. Our 6 through 12 is going to be here on a blue-gold schedule, and we're going to have students, again, be able to keep those class sizes small, keep kids physically distanced, and all the layers of safety that we have in place by doing that. You're going to see some of the transportation is going to look different. Again, we were able to, through subscription busing, be able to bring 1 student per seat and to be able to load from the back to the front. Some of those new things that our students are going to encounter on a daily basis, again, are all part of that layering of protection in order to keep our students safe. As always, just like any other school year, student safety is our utmost priority. And we believe we've put together a plan which you're going to be an important part of every morning, starting with those health assessments of your student, right through the bus pickup throughout the day, and when we drop them back off safely at the end of the day. We're all going to be in this, and we're going to be ready together.
This year, we asked parents to subscribe to busing online. Thank you for the parents that did this. It allowed us to have a lower head count on the buses.
This year, all students will be asked to wear a mask when on the bus. All of our buses are equipped with hand sanitizer stations, and students will be asked to use the sanitizer while entering the bus. All students will be seated from back to front, 1 student per seat. The windows and the roof hatches will be open for proper air ventilation.
So as students enter the building, they will either off the bus or off the parent drop-off lot, they will have a scanner in place. We also have a backup no-touch thermometer in case the line does start to grow. But if a student comes up to this machine, they simply will stand in front of that machine and it will notify you whether or not your temperature is within range, which gives you a green signal, and if not, it will light red and have an alarm sound as well, just so that we know that that is the case. If a student approaches without a mask, it will light red and then not allow and remind the student that they need to place a mask on before they enter the building.
I'm Beth Wisletsky, and I'm the district nurse for Tallmadge, and I work for Akron Children's Hospital. I have 3 medical assistants, 1 in each building, and they will be here from the time your student comes to the school till the end of the day when they leave. So it's really, really important this year that you need to assess your student at home before they leave for school. If they have a fever or a stomach ache or runny nose, cough, shortness of breath, maybe muscle aches, sore throat, you want to make sure you're keeping them at home, especially if they have a fever. We will be scanning each student as they walk in, checking for fevers. And if they have any symptom at all, we will be sending them home. So if you need any information at all about COVID-19 symptoms, maybe to go over masking with your student or washing their hands, distancing, all that, you can go to the Health and Nursing Services page on the Tallmadge website, and all that information will be there and updated at least monthly.
This year obviously will be a little bit different than last year. When students arrive, we will have 2 points of entrance. We will have, if parents drop their son or daughter off, they will use a student lot, and then students that are driving to school will obviously still use a student lot. The buses will come in as usual on the front entrance around our circle. And what's different this year is we are keeping our doors locked until 7:10. When we ask students that are in their vehicles or being dropped off to please not come in until 7:10. When they come in, they will have temperature scans at the bus stop and also at our student lot, and they will also obviously be required to wear masks. Then when the students go through the temperature checks, they will report directly to their first block class. So all doors will be open to all classrooms at 7:10. This way we won't have the congregation, and we'll be able to social distance within our school. If the students need a breakfast, they can just grab and go in the cafeteria, and once they get their breakfast, then they just take it with them and eat into their classrooms. This year we got signage in the hallway. That was one of our big concerns, obviously, is transition from one class to the other class. So we will have signage in all hallways, and basically students will be walking on the right side of the hallways to the class and the right side coming from the class. We do have stairs leading up to the 1500, 1600 hallways. Students will go upstairs on the 1200 side, and they will be coming downstairs on the 1100 side of the hallways. So we have everything planned out. We will have two-way traffic going, but we will have signage in the middle, and students, if they're on each right side of the hallway going and coming from class, they will definitely be 6 feet apart and basically walking in single file. So, and with their masks on, so there's social distancing going on. We obviously went to a hybrid blue-gold schedule, so we have half the students coming on a blue day and the other half coming on the gold day. And so when they enter into the classroom, there will be no more than 15 seats in each classroom, and most classrooms will only have about 12 or so students in it. We have sanitizing stations in every classroom, in all the hallways, in the rotunda, gymnasium, so on and so forth. So students will be asked to make sure they sanitize their hands before coming into the classroom. And as the class ends, each student, then the teacher will spray off each desk or each area, and then the students will wipe down their own area before leaving the classroom. And all lunches this year will be in our academies periods. So we will not have students eating in the cafeteria. So when the bell rings to begin a academy at 10:05, all students will report to their academy. We have juniors and seniors this year. We gave them the option of open lunch. That way they can go out and get lunch, and they are to be from 10:05 to 11:35. They were to be out, and then they could come back at 11:35. So we did that first of all as a reward to the juniors and seniors, but also to make sure we were able to social distance during the lunchtime. All students, freshmen through seniors, will report to their academies. They will eat in their academies, and then we will call each individual academy down of students that are buying lunches to come get their grab and go lunch. So once they get their grab and go lunch, then they will just go back up to their academy and eat. We don't want all kids leaving at one time. Even though we will have about 300 students in here a day, we certainly still don't want to release them all at the same time. So what we did was we divided the schedule. School ends at 2:25. We are allowing our juniors and seniors to leave at 2:15. Our sophomores at 2:20, and our freshmen in 8th grade then will leave at 2:25. If they have an athletic event or practice or something like that, they will go directly to that. They will not allowed to be hanging out in the rotunda after school anymore, just because of social distance and so on and so forth. So we just have a staggered end of the daytime.
As always, communication is so important for all of us in helping create safe and healthy environments for our students. And we would just ask that you keep up to date by going to our website, where we have a wealth of resources and the most current information regarding the school year. So again, on behalf of the Tallmadge Board of Education, the staff, the students. We are so excited to have you back this year, and we just would like to welcome you back.